Hey, it's Kelly here at Don't Run with Scissors, your favorite Jeep driving mom of twins, lawyer with two crazy rescue dogs who likes to craft. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button um, and the thumbs up button. It sends me a little message and it boosts my self-esteem because I get the message and it's cute. Um, it is Monday. It's pretty late. It's been a long week. Um, it's just been busy. It's not like been a bad week. It's just been a really long week. Um, I did the wedding Friday night. Uh, it was Friday, well, late afternoon, early evening. It was so much fun. I would definitely marry anybody who wanted that. It was really cool. Um, she did not, neither one of them wanted to see what I was going to say ahead of time, which I think is absolutely crazy. And maybe that's just the control freak in me. That I would not be able to do that. So they have children from previous relationships, and we included the kids in things, or I elected to include them. I almost forgot to have them put their rings on each other. Um, it worked out. It worked out. Um, so yeah, it was really cool. So what I think I may do, um, I have the copy obviously of what I said, um, and what I was thinking is I may. So she had our little favors were dinosaur cookies, and her son's little bow tie. He was the ring bearer. He his bow tie had dinosaurs on it, and then her shoes had dinosaurs on them, and she had custom made earrings, and they were so adorable, and they had little dinosaurs on them. Very subtle. It wasn't like overdone or anything. Um, and then when she walked down the aisle, she walked down to the love song from Jurassic Park. Um, it was really cool. So what I'm thinking is I may put their vows that I had them say and stuff kind of on. So I thinking about cross stitching it with maybe some dinosaurs around it or something. I don't know. I want to do something special with that for them. Um, my brain is just on overload right now with everything that I'm trying to rush and get done. Um, so I'm going to throw it out there to you guys. If you guys have any ideas that I can do, that would be great. Um, they're not like flowery. Terrans, obviously, it's a dinosaur theme at a wedding. They're not obviously traditional people, and that's great. Um, Again, it was a lot of fun. Bean went with me as my plus one, and she wouldn't dance, whatever. But I think she had a good time, and it was neat because she actually recorded them. If I can ever figure out how to add a video in, um, maybe, and I can get her. I don't have Taryn's permission to share that with you guys. And so out of respect for her, I will ask her. I have to go and see her about a couple other things. Um, her new husband is the one who's going to help me change the hinges out on the Jeep's one side on the door. So when I see them to do that this week, I'll ask if I can kind of maybe show you guys a snippet or something. But if you follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture of Taryn and I from that night, and she just looked beautiful. I mean, she's a gorgeous girl and a gorgeous woman, anyways, um, and just a heart of gold. So, um, it was really neat. Um, we joked because I actually did her. I think I told you guys this. I did her divorce when she a couple years back. And when I first met her, um, it's like a 180 from the woman that got married on Friday night. And it is so exciting to one be her friend because she's an amazing person. Um, and we became friends through her divorce and everything since then. And she really and truly is a dear friend of mine. But it's neat to see her um, feel loved and to have that relationship and to be just so happy. Um, they love each other's kids from their previous marriage. They treat them. I mean, it's just it really and truly was just a great evening. So then Saturday I drove to Lansing, which is um, to execute a couple wills for a friend of mine that I had done, and it's like an hour and a half drive from my place to her place, right about that. So it was kind of a long day as far as being in the car and stuff, and then all that paperwork. Um, Sunday was kind of low key. Thank goodness. I went to breakfast with another friend of mine. Um, she's the friend that was supposed to be in classes with us. Unfortunately, she didn't get everything kind of financially didn't fall into place and stuff, so she's not taking classes this semester. Um, hopefully, maybe in the, I guess it's winter semester. It's weird. They call them fall semester, winter semester, and then all of a sudden you jump into summer. I don't understand this. But okay, you know, who am I to say anything? Um, so yeah, it has been, and um, I had a new client last week came in, kind of what Thursday maybe, and retained me, and then I just had another set of clients come in and retain me to do some stuff today, and one of my current clients needs me to file an emergency motion for custody, change of custody. So it's been a whirlwind, and then I'm trying to um, get everybody organized for classes because classes start on the 30th. Um, Bean has a class on Monday morning. That Monday morning, uh, the boy child has a class Monday evening. I don't have classes on Monday. But I have one that's all online and self-paced. And in my brain, I want to get it done sooner, like the class completed sooner than later, just because I don't want to run up against exams in my other classes with this one. The more I can kind of get out of the way, the better. So, yeah. So we have just about all of our books. I've spent a fortune in books. I take that back. I have all of my books. The boy child has all of his books. Um, the girl child will have, I will order her books on Wednesday because she meets with a counselor to see if she'll take math or English 2 this semester. I've made arrangements for her to get down to her campus on Wednesday evenings for her band. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. The second, what is it, September 8th? It's that Wednesday. It might be the 9th. I think it's the 8th. I am up. Okay, so I live just north of Detroit. I have a case that has a status conference. Okay, every lawyer is sitting here going seriously going up for a status conference, settlement conference. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I have to go up to Clare, which is just north of Mount Pleasant, which is about right here. I have to be up there at 8:30 in the morning. It is almost a 3-hour drive. I can't go up the night before because I have class until 9:20 on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday evening, I have to be back down about 45 minutes from my house to Highland Lakes for a class. I have to be there at 5. Fingers crossed. So I have put together, I use my Cricut. I'm actually using it quite a bit, and I'm getting used to it more and more. So I have taken a whiteboard and I did the calendar. I have 2 calendars, so I have up there September, October. Each of us have our own color. And so I put on there if you have class, if whatever, doctor's appointments are going up on the board, where I'm at as far as court dates and things like that. Well, I'll go up on there. I think I'm going to put a second whiteboard up there so that I can do November and December, which would take us through the entire semester. I just think that's good planning. And that way it's all up there. All of our chores are going to be up there. Who's doing dishes, who's doing whatever. It's going to be up there. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. So Bean is blue on the board. The boy child is red. If it's all of us, like a family thing, or like the class that we're all taking together on Tuesday, Thursday, that's green. If it is my classes or schoolwork, it's going to be light pink. If it's work, it will be a hot pink. I don't know. Maybe I'm making this way more complicated than it needs to be. I don't know. But all of that to say, I did get some, I don't know. All that to say, I didn't really stitch a whole lot. I've basically been focusing on 2 pieces right now. And right now that seems to be enough for my brain to not get bored. Which is good. But also not to be too overwhelming. At one point I thought I would pull out a couple other pieces this week, and then I was like, you know what? No, just get these 2 done. Because both of these have deadlines. The rest of my stuff, I stitch what I want when I want, kind of thing. I mean, September, I'm going to try and pull and finish Coffee Quaker, just because it's sampler September. And that's what I started last September. But I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I don't profess to know anything anymore. So that said, I have been working a little bit on mapping out the music board for Monopoly, with Ashley. I'm sorry. I have such a migraine, you guys. It has been raging all day, and that's why I put it off, thinking maybe the meds would kick in and it would get better. And I'm also very congested. There's a lot of like sinusy stuff. And the problem is I can't take Claritin with the one med I take, because Claritin and nortriptyline, yeah, that's how I sleep for like 14 hours. And you don't want to be doing that all the time. Like literally, I think I slept more than 14 hours. But yeah, that's a bad combo apparently. And I only found out because I did it and it was like, what the heck? And then yeah. So I have my migraine meds on board. The other thing that I wanted, did it come in? I won a giveaway, and I'm trying to. Here we go. I won a giveaway, and I did have a couple things come in. So I'll do a haul, and then I'll show you my 2 pieces, and that's probably going to be it. It's going to be a really short video. So, Abby Bella Stitch on Instagram was doing giveaways, and you answered a question, and they were all very cool questions and kind of made you think. And I won one of them. And it's this. It's really pretty. At first I was like, it is pretty. It's very pretty. I'm going to change the colors. If I do it, I'm certainly going to change the colors. Those are not my colors. But it's really pretty. And it says, I don't know. I can't read it. Yep, I am that person today. Let's see. The needle's work shall always be mine, my heart, my soul, my stitch through time. So if my sampler, you can see, take care, dear child, and remember me. It's kind of cool. But the flowers are pretty. Again, we are going to change the colors, and that's okay. That's why it's my project, right? Um, so the other thing that was it Sambri Stitches showed it on her Instagram? I think so. I think so. She showed this pattern, and I had to buy it. I had to buy it. It's Hebrew, and it says, "It will be okay." And I love that. I don't speak Hebrew. I'm not Jewish. I have Jewish friends who will appreciate this. And that's part of why I bought it. The other reason I buy patterns like this, and I will buy certain things, like I will buy a pattern even if I have no intentions of ever really making it. Um, I bought, where are they? Oops, sorry. Talk some more. I will buy certain products, no intention of using it, but simply for the fact that I want to make sure that the manufacturers or the creators of those things understand that they have my support, that I think it's important to have diversity in things. Um, so like the other day we were at Walmart. I know. I need to stop shopping at Walmart. The problem is that it's so convenient, and it is a lot cheaper than Target, at least here. I try not to, but invariably at least a couple times a month I'm at Walmart picking up whatever. So right now I have partnered with, well, he was the former minister at our church. He's now at a different church. He's a great guy, and I've stayed in touch with him. They have partnered with an organization that is helping out schools in Detroit, and they're collecting backpacks and school supplies. And so, one of the things at my law firm, when I went out on my own, I have made it a very, it is a major part of mine, is that I will positively impact my community by my law firm. You know, kind of, not all lawyers are bad. We're actually really great people, most of us. Some of us are douches, but I'm not. At least I don't think I am. Maybe I am. Would you know if you were a douche? Anyways, I have committed to filling as many backpacks as I can to donate. And um, I had a friend who said, why is, what happens if we have kids in need that aren't in Detroit? And I have said specifically to that person, and I would say that to any of my friends in the area, if we have a child in our area that desperately needs a backpack or school supplies and they don't have, like their family can't afford it, let me know. No child should not have a backpack. No child should have to go to school without pens and notebooks. There's no reason for that. They're not that expensive. Although backpacks are getting way expensive, but even at that, like, it's a backpack. So, in the process of trying to collect, there's a specific list that Andy is collecting for their backpacks based on the schools that they're giving them to. So, I was at the Walmart, and this is another one of those buys. I don't need crayons. I'm almost 50 years old. I don't need a box of crayons for any specific reason. But Crayola has come out with Colors of Kindness crayons. And I think they're fantastic. Like the powder blue is called Sky's the Limit Powder Blue. They have an oatmeal color called A Warm Hug. Always be brave, spread your wings, deep breath, always brave, a warm hug, sky's the limit, spring into action, rise above, best buddies, nurture nature, heart to heart, be sweet to each other, have a scoop of fun. They weren't even $1. But I think, and I went to, I had the boy child with me. Crayola has also come out with the different shades of skin tone boxes, and that was the other one I wanted to grab. Again, for my own personal whatever, but yeah, I'm like, oh, here's the other side is go with the flow, a slice of nice, life is Gouda, warm and fuzzy, you're so appealing, hello sunshine, keep moving forward, kind to the core, peace of mind, seas of the day, lucky to know you, ride the waves. They're important to me. I want Crayola to keep making positively motivated colored crayons. I don't know what I'm going to use them for. Who knows? But I have them. I'm not Jewish, but I love this pattern. And I can hang this up in my house. I have menorah patterns too. I think menorahs are pretty. I have enough. So the other thing that I have bought, and I always make it a point, if I have a friend who has written a book, children's book, adult book, I don't care. If a friend of mine is written a book, I buy it. I have my triathlon coach, because he's a friend of mine, he wrote a book for his nephew. I have a copy of it. I bought it. Friends from high school have written books. I buy them. So my latest is another triathlon friend. She wrote this book, Julia's Magic Shoes, about a little girl who's a dancer. And it really is just a beautiful little book. I bought it on the Amazon because that's where it's being sold. It was not very expensive. Didn't matter to me. I think it's glorious. So I have a whole collection in my bookshelves of my friends who are authors. And I think that's fantastic. A lot of my books that my friends have written, I have them signed. I don't have Heidi's book signed yet. Her and I are trying to arrange how we're going to do that because Heidi lives in Oklahoma. I live in Michigan, so I may just send it to her, have her sign it with, include postage back and that. But I just think that's really cool. So those are weird, quirky things about me that I do. Okay, so stitching. Let's talk about stitching because that's really why you guys are here, right? I mean, you really could care less about what I buy and why. We have, I'm going to lose my needle. I own 25, 30 needle minders. They're all stuck to a cookie sheet over here. I don't use them. I love them. I think they're great. I buy them. I don't ever remember to use them. I always stick my needles still like that. So this is 99 by Ink Circles. Last you saw it, there were 3 shelves. We have now started on the 4th shelf. And it's just such a fun stitch. And then, so my client who came in today, I have known her, she's my mom's, my mom and her were best friends in high school. She's literally known me since I was in my mom's tummy, or in her uterus. And they came in, and her husband, Glenn, who is just one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, Glenn is a welder by trade, and him and I talked about it, and we were talking about that stitch and how I wanted it finished, and I was like, oh my God, he could help me, because if I buy the metal part of the barrel and the slats from the guy in Tennessee, I'm like, how am I supposed to cut this circle of metal? Like, that's not a tool I own. I mean, I own a lot of tools, but that's not one of them. So Glenn and I were talking about it today, and he's already brainstorming all sorts of ways to finish this, and not even needing to order the thing from the guy in Kentucky or Tennessee. So that was really exciting, and I'm excited to I'm almost to the point where um, Glenn told me what I need to buy, and I'm just gonna send him, like, I have to give him the dimensions of what the stitch will be so that he can plan accordingly, for it to have mounting, and I may just let him have at it, because he was like, we could make it so that it looks like the barrel, but it's actually a cabinet, and yeah, so kind of excited. I don't have a problem with just going to another creative person that I know and trust and go, do your thing. Because sometimes that's the way it comes back the best. Like, here's kind of what I was thinking, but again, do your thing. I love stuff like that. There's certain things I don't do that with, but worst case scenario, and it looks like crap, I keep that one. I restitch it, which I was already planning to restitch it again for me, and I just send the one to Jason late. He doesn't care. When it gets there, he doesn't know what's coming. He just knows I'm making him something. And I told him that if he didn't like it, I would cry. That's the only thing he knows. And he just laughed, and he goes, I can't imagine that anything you make I wouldn't like. But it's kind of funny because he doesn't know which of my projects, or even if I've shown whatever I'm making him, like between Facebook and Instagram, he doesn't know. So I always laugh when he likes that stitch. I think it's funny because he doesn't know necessarily that that's his. So the only other one that I have really been working on, and that is the Pikachu stamped cross stitch, because my friend drove to Lansing for me and drove us back so that I could just kind of, mostly I needed 2 witnesses for the will, so I asked him to go with me, and he doesn't like riding in the Jeep, so he drove. So while he drove, I got to stitch. So we got in, I'm almost done with this bluish green color. I just have to pop it in, like this little section in here. Yeah, like through here. And then that color is actually done. We've got in some of and it's weird because this is actually 2 different shades of white up here, and you would never know it. So yeah, so we're doing pretty good on it. I talked to the lady today, and she was actually surprised at how far it's gotten as fast as it is. And I said, oh, make no mistake, I have spent a lot of hours already stitching this. So I did tell her, when I first took on the job, I was like, look, I have a couple things I want to get done for Christmas for my kids. And so as long as I can work it around that. And she's like, yeah. She goes, do you think I could have this one back by like Thanksgiving so I could have it finished and framed or whatever for Christmas? And I'm pretty sure I'll be able to make that deadline. So yeah, the only other news is I am going to the Steel City Stitchers retreat. I've already paid my money. I have not booked a hotel or any of that stuff yet. Because all of us from the Stitch Life happy hour, the 6 of us, we've been kicking around. Are we staying at the hotel? Are we going to get an Airbnb like close by so that all of us can stay together? I don't know. But I have paid my deposit. So barring anything bizarre, I will be at Steel City Stitchers retreat in February. Um, yeah. Otherwise, I'm just kind of plugging away things. Yeah, that's it. We're a half hour, and honestly, I'm gonna head to bed. I'm gonna upload this. While this is uploading, I'm gonna go ahead and crash out for the night. So, with that said, I hope everybody's having a great week. Um, you know, let me know what I can do for you. Um, yeah, fingers crossed that Bean gets the last class on her schedule that she wants and needs. Um, and then also fingers crossed that I ran and I biked, and I've already talked to my coach about this week's plan. So my ultra marathon I was thinking was the like middle part of September. It's not. It's October 9th. I have like an extra month to train. I'm so excited. And to get my back better. Um makes me very happy. So yeah. So we are still slated. I think I'm he sends me just 1 week at a time, and I don't have to look at all the other weeks on the big huge plan. We figured out that this is what does works better for my brain, and he doesn't mind doing it that way. Um, we know that going forward on Tuesday, Thursdays, those will be bike days because my bike's right here. I don't have to worry about getting to the gym. I don't have to worry about timing. I can plug it in. I have kicked around the idea. My office, I've got two little sub offices inside my suite, plus my big office. I might throw my extra bike on the trainer stand at the office. Because if I can get it in first thing in the morning while I'm at the office, I might as well do it. So yeah. Otherwise, I don't know. Do I get to take first day of pictures? First day of school pictures? Just kind of wondering. I've done them so far. Their first day of college. Last year, because they were virtual, my son reminded me I didn't take pictures of them that day. And he seems kind of annoyed that I didn't. Didn't even think he cared. So I was joking, since we all have class together on Tuesday evening. We literally have the same class. So I think I may do, while it will be Bean's second day of college this year, I may do the picture then, because I just think that would be fun and dorky. Yeah, I don't know. That's it. That's all I got. I'm tired. I'm crabby. I'm going to bed. But yeah, if you've got any ideas, any tricks that I don't know, especially about trying to keep everybody organized with college classes, it's been years since I've been in college. And yeah, I'm having those jitters. So, but we're still going to do it because yeah, yeah. So, that said, good night. Have fun. Have a great week. I hope everybody's doing wonderfully. I'll talk to you soon.